Okay, we got the BGVP DM6 on the left and the DM7 on the right. I wrecked the DM7 over the DM6. I know, shocking, I can't believe he's wrecking the new one over the old one. Well, that's legit, but let's take a look at that real quick. My favorite set, and the one I wreck over everything, is the Fearless S8F. That is not as expensive as the Acme 8. That is not as expensive as the S10. That is not as expensive as another Fearless, and definitely not the 12. The 12, you know that one, right? The one that's got the dip switches on the back, 12 balanced armatures. This thing's a beast, but that's another video. But of the Fearless, the one that I wreck is maybe the third most expensive that they sell, so it didn't work with that company. Tansio Mirai, I love the TSMR3. They sent me the 4. And have you seen the video for it? It's an absolute side grade. And I love the company. I highly recommend Tansio. I think it's a fantastic IM, but I don't think the 4 was an improvement over the 3. NF Audio, the 3U, the one, the wood one with the brass. I think it sounds better than the 4U. And on. There are lots of the next thing, and I didn't like it as much as the previous thing. So I can get it as people watching videos thinking that this is kind of a natural and automatic, but it's not really the case, and my top 10 lists don't reflect that because it doesn't have the 4 and it doesn't have the priciest Fearless, because I don't think that they're the best ones. In this case with BGVP, I think that the 7 is a step up from the 6. I think that the Treble has been modified, but not at the expense of detail. And the S8F by Fearless is you look at that graph, that is a Harmon type hill with a precipitous roll off that is around 8K and then just kind of falls off a cliff. And you'll note if you go visit Fearless on HeadFi and talk to people that paid their $500 for it, that thing is a detail beast. It's a detailed monster, actually. It's why it's my number 1. It's nuts. And it's got tuning where the treble around 9, 10, 11, 12K is a lot like what the one on the right is, the DM7. So any criticism that this is sacrificing treble detail, I don't think that's panning out. And I don't think other sets kind of reflect that theory. So I would think that the treble on this set, the DM7, is an improvement on the DM6 because it's taking away the potential for the specific stimulation because of a peak, which I don't think was substantial, but it was in an area that's sensitive to people. I think the peak on the DM7 is slightly down. The one exists at around the same spot. It's not the highest of the peaks in the treble, and it kind of sounds like that. So I think they improved the treble. I think the mids is a push. People said that they thought the mids on the DM6 were great. A few people said they thought they were slightly recessed. I thought they were nuts. There were people that actually said the DM6 had a kind of condensed, closed presentation. If you're watching this and you have the DM6, I think a lot of you be like, what the fuck? That's the variation that people have. There's always an outlier, or there could be several outliers because for various reasons. I think the DM6 is something that presents a very large stage. I think that the DM7 has a very large stage. I haven't really compared them, but I used Chesky Records where they do a walk around with somebody talking about them on the left side, and they walk around the mic, and I could not catch the DM7 losing before the DM6 about the person walking around saying, I'm on the left side of the mic, I'm walking behind, I am at the back, I'm standing behind the mic, I am walking, like, and they speak as they go around. And that's when I'm not listening to music, I want to like really get, is this able to catch, like around, give you that spatial sense. And I could not determine the difference between the two of these at all. So if you're thinking, I don't want to sacrifice any stage, I couldn't find that. If I could, I'd say it because I like it overall, so I'd still wreck it, but I can't find it. So Chesky Records, I'll mention the track if you need it, and you can listen to it. There's another one where he's got like a bell or different instruments where they walk around, and you can kind of figure out that when something is where's my other finger? When something is around here, your ears can kind of catch it, and then everything up here, like when he says I'm in front of the mic, it sounds like it's up above your head. It doesn't sound like it's in front of you. So that acoustic illusion doesn't really, nothing puts it up front. The MA900 70mm giant open back, they don't put that up front. It sounds slightly above, maybe slightly forward, but above. And then in the back, you've got the back effect where it says I'm standing behind the mic. It doesn't sound like they're behind you. Kind of. It's very far to the left of the left and the right, and those combined are giving you a sense that it's to the rear of you, but behind you, no. So using Chesky Records, I didn't find that either of these were different when it comes to the way that the stage is presented. So we've got bass on this that I think is better. It sounds like it's got maybe 1.5 dB in a place that I like, because it sounds like it's got a little bit more punch. I thought the DM6 was fine with that. And the mids, it's a push. I don't think that one is outshining the other. And in the treble, I think that the presentation style of the 7 is one that I enjoy more than the 6. I think they're doing the same thing in different ways. And again, the Fearless S8F is something you can go take a look at graph and talk to people that own it. It doesn't have peaks like this set does. It's more leaning towards this, and this has lots of micro detail, and it has lots of info up in the treble, and the Fearless S8F does. So this is kind of this would be a Harmon-esque retuning of the DM6 plus a BA. So I do wreck it. I don't always wreck stuff that's newer and has more BAs, as I said earlier, but I would say that this is a step up. If you got the DM6 and you want to get an excellent IM, I would say that this would be it, and you don't have to pay stupid crazy money. And let's be honest, that's happening all the time. If you're in the DAP game at all, they're nuts over there. The amount of money that they're asking for and what they're given is crazy. So you can see that extra BA. Looks like I got my 2 here. Looks like I got them there. I've got that one, and then I've got that one and that one. So that would be, that top stack would be my new BA. I think it sounds really nice. It might be the combo of that other larger balanced armature that's giving me a sense of more bass. A sense of more bass. Size-wise, they're not that different. I think BGVP just in general is a great company. Moondrop, Fearless, BGVP, these are companies that seem to observe the feedback on social media and then try to correct. I don't think that they have any house sound besides tons of micro details. It looks like Fearless has a house sound, Sony has a house sound. It looks like these guys' house sound is you guys, like what you guys say you like. They try to tune it that way, so gets the wreck. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this video up. I've been offline for about 5 days, refreshing myself and swimming and doing stuff not audio related so that I can come back into this hobby and be refreshed, and I did it. I actually still got to do more. I got another day off, and then I'm going to do nifty 50 stuff. I got Patreons that got stuck on Patreon before they switched over that I'm going to do one for them because I owe you guys, so you're good to go. The dude that wanted the dude that sent me the IMR, you're getting them back. please stop asking me and being paranoid. They got no filters, and I can't do anything with them anyway, so those are being sent back to you. And if the dude that got sent the S10 didn't get them yet, please leave a comment in this video. It's fine, bro. I don't mind. When you're sending as much stuff as I do in and out, stuff gets... I gotta find the tracking number, but I think you already got it. And this is the DM7, and I think it is a step up. I think it's not by chance. I think they listened to what you guys talked about and decided, yeah, let's do this. And then they went and did that. And now I'm listening to them, and I think it's an improvement. I recommend it. DM7. What a great company. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.